This is Tom Duty, middle-aged American, living in New Jersey near the Lincoln Tunnel. If you were to visit my website, you type Howdy Doody into Google. You'll find the correct spelling of the famous puppet. You then combine Tom Duty in a Google search for my site. Amramed LLC is a pioneer in providing leading and innovative healthcare solutions to physicians across the country. Started in 2012 for physicians serving the billing needs, AR follow-up, verification of benefits, credentialing, payment, posting, coding, charge entry. The key for our growth has always been the fact that we're a relationship-focused company, which is strongly believes we get paid when you do. Our doctors save an average of $25,000 a year per doctor in billing overhead, the added benefit of increasing their cash flow. Since every practice is unique, we customize our services to meet your individual practice needs and requirements. With 12 years of experience and a team of exceptional and highly trained employees, we provide professional billing services to all types of specialty and are equipped with everything you need to build a successful practice and maximize your revenue. Our specially trained team in all verticals of billing, certified billers and coders, is outfitted to handle all aspects of the medical billing process from start to payment. Our office concentrates on a wide range of physician specialties, including plastic surgery, anesthesiology, emergency medicine, OB/GYN, orthopedics, and urology, among many others. On our pricing, our rate is very competitive and is based on the size and specialty of you practice. Amramed LLC may be your solution. More money, fewer headaches, more strategy, less administrative, results in more billable clinical time. You get to do what you are best at and use our critical insights to take greater control of your business. Interested in learning about how Amramed LLC can help your practice be more successful, please contact us for more information. How does Amramed Billing Services do it? Our proven Amramed billing process is guaranteed to improve your collection percentages. The Amramed billing process includes efficient, accurate, and complete data exchange, electronics and paper claims processing, aggressive AR follow-up and insurance collection payments, posting, and EOB analysis, patient statements and balance collections, monthly practice analysis and collection reporting meetings. Getting started with Amramed Billing Services. Before we can even begin our 5-star billing service process, the first step is to determine your needs. Learn what is important to you and how you can help meet your goals. Efficient, accurate, and complete data exchange. Initially, we ensure that the overall transition and implementation process is handled smoothly and efficiently. We will seamlessly migrate data from your current billing system to service provider. Then we focused on integrating systems and processes We work with your staff to ensure the correct information is exchanged in a timely manner. We will work as closely as possible to do things correctly the first time so we can obtain the highest reimbursement possible in the shortest period. We have to set up systems to facilitate a very efficient exchange of information. We will train your staff so they can work as a team. Most practices prefer a AmeriMed team member to enter new patient information directly into our software from the patient intake documents. We double check the data for accuracy and completeness before generating claims. Accurate and complete patient information is a first step to getting claims paid successfully. We are passionate about process because we know that a well-managed process prevents errors, maximizes the output, ensuring that billing errors are corrected before they become problems. We catch incorrect codes, data entry mistakes, and missing information to avoid costly delays, denials, and resubmissions. Delays are minimized and AR days reduced as we scrub claims before they are submitted. We excel in accurately coding and billing for professional fees and medical equipment and supplies. We keep current with insurance specifications and regulations, ensure that fees are kept at a maximum allowable reimbursement. We focus on procedural codes so claims are not suspended or rejected. We process secondary claims upon receipt of the primary carrier EOB, making sure that you receive the maximum amount covered by the insurance companies and minimizing out-of-pocket expenses to your patients. Most claims are sent electronically on a daily basis. Paper claims are usually mailed weekly. We process claims for Medicare, BCBS, Medicare, and 1,900 other payers. We also handle workman's comp, personal injury, cash payments, HMO and PPO claims and payments, aggressive AR follow-up, insurance collections, payments posting, and EOB analysis. Each EOB is audited for correct payment and our benefits and credited appropriately. When necessary, immediate steps are taken to process and repair unpaid and reduce claims to ensure that you receive every possible penny. Checks are mailed directly to you. We continuously track your net collection rate, the actual payment versus contracted rate, to ensure you're getting your fair share. AmeriMed billing services will improve your net collection rate and your average collection per charge, which translates to more money in your pocket. The goal is to help you get started or to help you improve your existing practice. Remember, if you don't get paid, we don't get paid. It is our mutual benefit to collect full reimbursement for services rendered. Each month, we work on accounts receivable, aging reports. When a claim is not paid, we research and fix the problem and submit the claim. We will reduce your accounts receivable days outstanding, which means less of your money is tied up. We aggressively track, manage, and follow up immediately on all denials. Patient statements and balance corrections. We manage all patient billing, including printing and mailing, all patient statements and follow-up statements, and we handle our patient questions and all patient questions and calls. We audit for accuracy before we send statements to patients. We create clear, concise, and informative patient statements to minimize the number of calls for patients needing clarification of their bills, fully customizable summary or detail format. We also write and mail patient collection letters. Monthly practice analysis and collections reporting to regain control of your business. AmraMed Billing Services helps you unlock the insights and intelligence within your own data to help you run your business better. We often complete reporting solutions, including customized and on-demand reporting. In addition, we analyze your data and draw the conclusions required to continually improve your business. We run reports to identify denials or difficult payers, follow up with calls and appeals. Reports include instant access to accurate aging to know who is really delinquent, collection calls, follow up and documentation, appeal insurance carriers and delayed or denied claims, Medicare, Medicaid, credit balances, run report to catch monthly government credits, refunds, MTD summary, all visits, new patient charges, total payments, cash payments, insurance payments, and adjustments, year-to-date report, practice status report, payment report by charges or payments, procedural analysis indicating revenue generated by each procedure, diagnosis report, claims cost analysis, patient referrals referring doctors, customer's report generator allows you to extract any information you need from the database. Remember, if you don't get paid, we don't get paid. It is our mutual benefit to collect the full reimbursement of services rendered. Benefits of outsourcing billing to us. AmraMed LLC exists to help medical providers and clinics improve their financial performance and provide the tools and insights to achieve your business objectives. AmraMed LLC are geared to do just that, help you improve your business strategically, medical billing. Outsourcing improves your cash flow and collection and reduces the cost of headaches of employee problems. What you can expect: cash flow increase, save on high cost of equipment and software as rapidly changing technology translates to extra expenses, reduce staff size and employees' expenses, eliminate sick pay, vacation day, insurance benefit, workers' compensation, etc. Eliminate training costs, reduce call volume, focus on patient care instead of billing, no cash flow interruptions due to staff turnover, reduce costs, eliminate non-medical business, office space, reduce record storage space, receive detailed reports, eliminate provider, patient, equipment, discussion. The struggle between payers and providers offer insurance compensation continues to escalate as payers aptly more resources toward reducing their reimbursements. Medical insurance business from not paying you promptly. It is how they manage their cash flow. Miscoding and errors cause rejected claims and delayed payments. Our expert medical billing process billing processes ensure accuracy and thus insurance payments. AmriMed LLC billing process from data entry to claim submission ensures your checks come in faster. We do the job right from start to finish. Reduce payer denials. Our collection system includes aggressive, effective denial claims. It's not only increased cash flow, but also lets the insurance industry know your facility is unwilling to accept denials and routine costs of business. The managed care trend in the healthcare industry has resulted in a staggering increase in the number of payer denials. The estimated number of denied claims has increased over 18% over the last 10 years. Discounting this impact is not a luxury most practices can afford given cost-constrained health management. We use our vast experience in a medical billing industry to implement strategies that reduce denials. While appealing denials is part of the process, we accurately help solve denial problems rather than just addressing them. Eliminate expense medical biller's salary, medical biller's benefits, including workers' compensation, FICA, healthcare insurance, vacations and sick leave, bonus raises and gift, computer hardware, purchase software, purchase renewal, clearinghouse fees, postage, stationery, office space, training costs. Solve human resources. Medical billing outsources resolves multiple staffing problems. With in-house medical billing services in management, turnover, retention and practice growth, reducing employee turnover, medical billing outsourcing. Ongoing employee turnover is a common problem for many practices. When a medical biller leaves, your cash flow is compromised. In experience, medical billers make errors. Inexperienced medical billers make errors. Even experienced medical billers new to a practice make errors that at a minimum delay payment. Training medical billers to learn your practice particulars is an inefficient use of your time and resources. Training other staff members. Medical billing outsources avoids these problems altogether. When your receptionist quits, it's a problem. Amen. Alleluia. Assalamu alaikum. Mazel tov. Read that again. When your receptionist quits, it's a problem. When your medical billing person leaves, your entire practice cash flow is affected. An experienced and reliable medical billing services is a much better solution. Medical billing outsourcing provides cheaper fixed costs in the end. Medical billing outsourcing is a variable cost percentage that varies directly with your billing experience. With outsourcing, this cost goes up and down with your collections. As your business and revenue grows, so does the medical billing and coding workload. However, your employees' costs are fixed, while billing and receivables are not a fixed benefit. Therefore, when you need to add another biller, you drastically increase your fixed costs, and you are usually overstaffed as workload volumes catches up to expanded billing capacity. Lower employee costs. Besides salaries, there are payroll taxes, FICA, and insurance, and cost of administering accounting for these. Plus, when your medical billing specialist is sick or on vacation, you still have to pay them. Instead, take advantage of our experienced medical billing services, leaving you to focus on what's important, your patients. Leave the technology to us. Our clients do not need to invest in expensive technology that only obsolesces over time. We emphasize leveraging our expanded expertise in technologies rather than risking your capital. We provide a secured and HIPAA compliant system to avoid vital data. Avoid technology headaches, risk of obsolescence, and heavy cost of servers, storage, networks, upgrades, service, and a point. AmriMed will manage all of this for you as we stay abreast of the latest technology to ensure you get the best solutions. We offer front office software for scheduling patient registration, or we interface with most major practice management systems. If you are interested in a clinical solution, we offer EMR system that is completely integrated and seamless with our practice management software. HIPAA and health insurance portability. The Accountability Act of 1996 is revolutionizing healthcare information management. Any organization that electronically stores, transmits patient information must take enterprise-wide steps to adhere to HIPAA's sweeping privacy, security, and transaction standards. Essentially, HIPAA requires healthcare entities to re-architect how they capture, store, and transmit health data and protect personal health information and privacy. Does AmriMed LLC staff under HIPAA rules? Under HIPAA privacy rules, AmriMed LLC falls under the extension of business associates. A business associate, BA, is any person or entity which performs a function or activity on behalf of covered entity, CE, and involves the use or disclosure and perfection of health information. AmriMed considers HIPAA regulations a call to revolutionize its overall process and aggressively move towards a more secure deployment of electronically transmitted healthcare information. By adopting a best practice approach to privacy and security, we earn the confidence of our clients Confidence equates to loyalty, and loyalty to help leverage our business to obtain parallel businesses. We at Omramed LLC have always been highly conscious of handling sensitive client information and patient information, utmost confidentiality. HIPAA regulations are also of great concern to Omramed LLC, and we take all patient information matters seriously to maintain security, to ensure integrity and confidentiality of information transmitted. Omramed LLC enters into a trust partner agreement with the client. Our industry knowledge and integrated business processes position us to help our clients address the challenges of HIPAA while meeting their long-term financial goals. The following is a list of privacy, security, and confidential measures we take at Omramed. The employees at Omramed LLC sign confidentiality and non-disclosure. Agreements, onset of projects. We ensure that the professionals and administrators at Omramed LLC who have access to their sensitive information have signed the required confidentiality agreements and understand how important maintaining confidentiality is to our success. Firewalls and antivirus software. All the systems at Omramed LLC have antivirus software, firewalls. The systems are updated with virus definitions on a daily basis. We conduct technical evaluations on a routine basis to ensure that all systems in our office meet the necessary security agreements. Password protected systems. All our employees use password to log on to their computers. This system prevents unauthorized access to data. Every professional access data. Every professional at Omramed LLC is given unique user ID and password when accessing customer data. Training and security. All the employees at Omramed are given training on security, privacy, and confidentiality. Absence of external drives. We have disabled all the external drives in the systems at Omramed. Our offices are guarded by security preference 24/7, 365 daily basis. We have stringent process to monitor and detect any breach of security. Limited access to data. At Omramed, we store our data at a secure data center and have installed physical address limitations to the data. Encrypted data. All our data is transferred from our customer's office to our office is encrypted to ensure that none of the data is deciphered. Electronic devices are not allowed. The professionals at Omramed are not allowed to bring pen drives, PDAs, or any other electronic devices into our offices. Paper printed documents are not allowed. Our employees are not allowed to bring in, take out any paper printouts or written documents with permission. Restricted print permissions. All the systems at Omramed have restricted print permissions. Strict administrative procedures. We have stringent administrative procedures to ensure data security and confidentiality. Security measures to prevent vandalism. All the offices at Omramed LLC have secured measures to prevent the vandalism or theft of any information stored in our systems. Random checks. We hold random checks to our systems employees on a regular basis. Smoke alarm and fire extinguishers. The offices at Omramed have smoke alarm, multiple fire extinguishers. Our outsourced business process at Omramed stay assured and complete private security and confidentiality of data. And that's the end. So Niaz, be sure this format, you give me a draft and I end up putting it into my YouTube channel. If you watch the views on this video, they'll be like 1 or 2. It'll be like me and you. Bottom line is information is on the internet, and I think some of the most secured information in history has been some of the most read information in history. The DNC database, people were sending emails to one another, expecting the audience to be one another, and it gets hacked, allegedly by the Russians, gets leaked, definitely to WikiLeaks, and the entire database is there. I read some of these emails. It was kind of fun. You read knowing that these people are saying, hey, let's go to lunch. And this was not supposed to be read by other people. And it was. There was nothing evil about it. It was just, you could tell the way it was written. It was meant to be a one-to-one rather than a one-to-many format. So the more interesting stuff is when the audience gets blown to many when it was intended to be one. So people don't look for interesting stuff on my YouTube channel, especially this. This is incredibly boring to the wrong audience. Now, if I were talking about an affair, sexual misbehavior, some type of criminal activity or plans, Ashton Kutcher is in our news right now because he was trying to set up a private line to Moscow, allegedly. Now, what would be said on that line that was supposed to be for no one else's ears would, of course, be interest to everyone, but nobody cares about what I put here on my YouTube channel that is open to everyone. Much more interested in stuff that was originally intended one-to-one and ends up accidentally being one-to-many. So that's a comment on the format. I've underlined a few things as I went through here, and we can talk about those individually. I'm just going to comment in general. This have smoke alarms. I advise you to add a sentence, have a regular, reliable process to check to make sure they're operational. Having smoke alarms, having fire extinguishers, and having them operating are two different things. And I've been in so many buildings where the batteries are out as smoke detectors, especially in kitchens. Niaz, I ask you to consider this from your thinking about this business. Now, I'm going to compare. There's a lot of this jargon that is lost on me, but I assume the audience is going to understand these 2-letter acronyms and 4-letter acronyms that I don't understand. And perhaps I'm going to oversimplify this, but I'm going to compare the insurance companies to banks. So I'm much more familiar with Adam's business that represents clients to banks, credit card companies, collection agencies, law firms who are trying to collect money. In that process, we being Adam's company representing clients to banks, predicting the behavior of banks. Banks are motivated, like insurance companies, to try to maximize the retention of money. They don't want to immediately pay out money. If they can delay, they keep it longer, and that's better. You have millions of dollars. You keep those millions of dollars extra days. That's to the advantage of the bank or the insurance company. So there is we want to pad our bottom line, and to the extent of your bottom line, we want to do that. So I'm going to make that statement more precisely. We, being a bank or an insurance company, we want to hold money longer and pay it out less often to the advantage of our bank or insurance company at the expense of this doctor. Now think of the outrage here. In the case of banks, I'm speaking of consumers. In the case of insurance companies, I'm speaking of small practices. The David and Goliath comparison is not overstated. You got a giant insurance company and a small doctor's practice. You have a giant bank and a consumer. Now, the disparity in size there is outrageous, and the fact that these huge organizations are using their size and power and leverage. I mean, they have the money. They are the bank. They are the insurance company. Using that leverage to the disadvantage of this billion times smaller, billions exaggerated, but hundreds, thousands, and 10,000s of times smaller organization is outrageous. So I am advising you, I detected in this writing, you kind of go back and forth between our skill, our being Amramed, and the ability of us to do our job. And a couple of times in here, and I'll pinpoint this if you're not getting what I'm saying, because I've underlined some things and I can get back to this and support with examples. And I definitely can't do it now. But there are times that you refer to the insurance companies, and you don't use the word cynical, but I'm going to use the word cynical. You know, they deliberately delay, they deliberately hold money, they deliberately reject. You don't say any of those things, but indirectly, you are raising some suspicion about the motives of the insurance companies. So, and that's great. So you're saying to the people considering Amramed Billing Services, hey, these insurance companies, they want to pad their bottom line at the expense of your bottom line. And it is our ability to fight that battle better than you would fight it yourselves. That's option A, and I think detected in this text, that's your sense of the playing field. But then you also include a more happier relationship where you talk about the qualifications of your people and your expertise, and you being Amramed. So in one, option A, you're saying to the practices, we fight better than you fight. And in option B, when you refer to the highly skilled people that you have, it's we are highly skilled at our job, and because we're so skilled, we don't have to fight. I hope this is clear to you, because I think you're doing both. I think in this text, I detect some of this, we're going to fight better than you fight. And the option B is, we're highly skilled, so we don't have to fight. It's not a battle. We're good at it. We predict. We're detailed. Let's face it, these companies want to hold on to their money, but it's their own policies, and our ability to know them and manipulate them and accurately file to get us paid. Yes, the overlying idea is that they're out there trying to hold on to their money in two ways, delaying payments that are valid and denying payments that aren't valid. Yes, they're trying to do that, but we as Amramed, we are skilled, experienced, and we don't have to fight them because we use their own history of practices. We use their own rules. We have fresh, up-to-date, skilled people who know how to build to see that even though they play this game of delay and denial, we as Amramed are sure that that delay denial practice does not get used at the expense of our clients. So I hope this is clear to you, Niaz. Option A, we fight better than you fight. Option B, we don't have to fight because we're good at what we do. You in the course of this text are in both camps. And it is my advice to, I think you're in both camps because you are literally in both camps. sometimes you bill and you get 10 in a row that don't get denied, 10 that get paid quickly, and you think, wow, we're good at this. And then you probably have one in the next 20 that is just a bitch, and there's delays and denials, and so you're literally day to day in one camp. But when you write text like this, I think you got to put yourself in one camp. We fight better than you do, or the other camp. We don't need to fight because we're good, we're highly trained, we're skilled professionals. That's one advice to you. And I think the most important, I didn't lead with it because I think it's less than the most important. I think that's the most important. When you write a text like this, you should get a sense of which camp you're in. We fight better than you do, or B, we don't have to fight because we're excellent. That's point A. Point B is I don't think there's enough emphasis given to what I think is the primary advantage. I shouldn't say primary. I don't know this well enough, Niaz, but what is one of the lead advantages? When you told me Amermet has an employee who's 15 years doing this work, it is inconceivable that I would meet someone that does medical billing and he or she would have been doing this work for 15 years. He or she has a steady income and a decent life provided by this work that they take pride in and essentially have made a career of. I know you have those people. And I know you have more than, I know Amermet has more than one of them. And I believe in this entire country of Americans, aside from some immigrants, maybe from India, I don't think we have any. It's not the work doesn't have status like it does in Chennai. So I understand Chennai to be the Indian HQ for medical billing. And it is the place where the biggest, most successful medical billers are. It's why you've been able to build this business. So what does that say? Well, it says here we are in India, Chennai, not just India, Chennai, India. Chennai is the HQ of medical billing. So what does that mean? It means you have the ability to hire people who have been doing this work for 15 years. And Niaz, if I know your age and I put 15 years to it, the people you employ, these decade and a half employees, and when they started doing this work, you were like in high school. You weren't even in university yet. So this is awesome. You've developed expertise, management, entrepreneurial. You've got this link with me. You're now up and running. And you got a guy working for your company that has been doing this since you were in high school. I mean, that is awesome. And if that person would be injured, disabled, just got tired of it and quit, which sounds unlikely, I think the person's going to get old doing it. Maybe has a personal reason, relocates, and now doesn't work for Amermet anymore. You're going to be able to pull from a pool of people that we simply don't have in this country. So that plays to the advantage of Amermet versus what can be done over here in many ways. And you spend a significant amount of time on the security of data, and I think underemphasize the turnover of people. Let's face it, no matter what these systems do, some of them, even the highest secured, the NSA, the United States NSA, who is in charge of snooping, got hacked. And that is a fact. So the most secure systems, arguably in the world, are vulnerable. So you can't build a perfect system, but you can certainly make it better. And lower turnover is a huge advantage. Companies with high turnover, they have people that come in that have access to systems, and all of a sudden they're gone. Who was that person? Well, what do you know? Half of our company data is now out on the internet. Was it that person? I don't know. But so many people have come through here, it makes me suspicious. So as it relates to data security, as it relates to competitive advantage over the U.S. medical billing market, the low turnover, the this idea of being in Chennai HQ medical billing is something that should be leveraged a little bit more. And I underlined some things as I went through, and we can talk about those because I didn't take the time to explain what they are. Some very small things. One time I found the word you, and it should have been your, I think. But that's it. The text is clean. You're a great writer. And I mean that. It just flows. It's good. So I'm going to summarize these 2 points as positioning. In other words, I'm not editing your text. I'm trying to get you to return, and I don't think this needs to be rewritten by any means. It's ready to publish. I think what I'm saying about this, rewriting how you think about the work, are we at battle with the insurance companies, and are we successful because we battle better than our clients? Or are we skilled manipulators to understand the rules of the insurance companies, and many times better than the people who administer them at the insurance companies? And that is a fact. You got a 15-year-old person, 15-year employee, that he or she is going to know more about the billing processes of the insurance company than that's insurance companies. That guaranteed. So that is an emphasis. If you think through that, why are we good at what we do? Because we are able to predict these big companies to the advantage of these very small companies. And even a big practice is still so many times smaller than an insurance company. It's just, we're talking about thousands and tens of thousands of times smaller. Even your good sized medical practices, and I don't think your clients to date are the big ones, but even the big ones are thousands of times smaller than the insurance companies. So that David and Goliath idea and how you position Amramed on the battlefield, are we the skilled people that make it look like less of a battle? Or are we out there with, advanced weapons when our clients would be using crude weapons? That's the concept that I think you need to get in one camp or the other camp as you write, rather than flipping back and forth. I know reality flips you back and forth, and sometimes you feel like you're the skilled architect of the battlefield, and your battles don't look like battles. And then other times I know it becomes a battle. Everyone's work is like that. I'm doing the videos on food delivery, app on-demand food delivery with Uber Eats. And I know Uber is in Chennai, and I think Uber Eats is in Chennai also. So you probably have a sense of this. And I have that, just in a simple process like food delivery, sometimes it's just a battle. And, it's the customer that does the delivery address wrong on the app, and now I'm in the wrong place. And Uber doesn't let me go to the right place and deliver the food because the app thinks I'm in the wrong place. It's not going to let me close the order. So these become a battle, and all I'm doing is delivering food. Amramed is doing something much, 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 much more complicated. So that's the primary feedback. That point I can't overemphasize enough. As you write something like this, think about how you visualize this battlefield between client and insurance company, emphasizing the size difference between the two and how you leverage skill of predicting these giants to the advantage of these small practices. Now, calling the practice small is dangerous because some of these people think their practice is big. It is big. If they think it's big, and you want to compliment that it's big. We're Americans. We love big. But it is just so staggeringly tiny compared to insurance companies. This has been Tom Duty, middle-aged American, living in New Jersey, near the Lincoln Tunnel. If you were to visit my website, you would type Howdy Doody into Google. You'll find the correct spelling of the famous puppet. You then combine Tom Duty in a Google search from my site. Thank you for listening. Have a good day, good evening, or restful night's sleep. Ciao.